Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm underneath the shade of the camphor tree because the front part of my garden faces south, and in Central Florida it gets the bright sun and the heat of the day. And I garden in zone 9, and I just wanted to talk to you this morning about this JuJube tree. I ordered this online about 2 years ago, and I put it in the ground, and when I put things in the ground, I always amend the soil. And it did all right for a while, and then all of a sudden it wasn't doing all right. And all the leaves fell off, and it was just like one little tiny stick sticking up. And I knew it was dying. I didn't know what to do. I thought, I have to save it. So I dug it up and I put it in the container, and it thrived. So there's always the saying that right plant, right place. Well, sometimes it's the right container too. So it's doing very, very well. But I wanted to tell you, I ordered this online, and I've not been too happy with things that I've ordered online. I just didn't feel the quality was good. And I'll do another video on something else that I ordered online. But anyway, this JuJube was also known as the Chinese date tree. And it's native to China. It has a lot of varieties. Some are sweeter than the others. This happens to be the Li variety, Li, and it has very small apple-shaped fruit that has a large pit in it. It's crunchy like an apple, and it's ripe when it starts to turn brown on the skin. And you can let it go even more and let it shrivel up and become real brown, and the sugars concentrate, and it's very sweet. It has underground runners that will pop up all over your yard, so it can be invasive, but you can start new plants from the underground runners. And this also can be propagated from cuttings, the wood cuttings. And you just take the wood cuttings and you shave off the bottom, cut them on the diagonal, shave them on the part of the bark off of it, and put them in soil, and they'll grow. It is partly deciduous, but I knew when all the leaves fell off and it just shriveled up that something was wrong with it. So it's so good now. I need to put it up into either a bigger container or put it back in the ground. I have not decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's time because I think it's getting too big for this pot. It has thorns on it, so when it's a big tree, you have to be careful when you're trying to get the fruit off of it or pruning it or something like that. You have to be very careful about the thorns. The fruit is very, very sweet, and it's prized. It's full of vitamins and minerals, and it's got a lot of fiber in it too. So I really wanted this to be successful just because I love trying different new things in my garden. And I always am looking for rare, unusual things. So I'll let you know what I decide to do with it in the future. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this. And, you know, we all have successes and failures in our garden. But sometimes you can turn the failures around and bring it back. And every little tree and plant deserves good life. And so I'm happy that this turned around. And gardeners always bring beauty to the world. Thank you for sharing my time with me.